Go back to your phone calls. Let's go ahead and talk to Jay in Texas on Jade Helm. Jay, thanks for calling. Go ahead.
God bless you, Alex. I just want you to hear this scenario and see what you think. Operation Jade Helm 15, you have these expanse over 9 states. And with that, with the open border and these Islamic camps, then ISIS fighters pop up. Then it shifts from there, from a training thing to a real scenario where you have Boston bombing style searches for people that did like the 2013 Silicon Valley power grid attack.
I've heard this scenario from actually police I know who are speculating, but they say the problem with a drill this big is that if the word is there's going to be a bunch of Boston bombing or mall shootings, and that's come out in the news, even the FBI said that after I talked about it, they're saying ISIS is in all 50 states. They believe they're going to start attacking. They think the Southwest is the target. You have a Southwest drill that's a cover to pre-positioned troops. The troops aren't part of it, but they leave the border open. The feds do to allow the infiltration. Then the troops think they're the saviors. The public now accepts permanent military occupation under the cover of getting rid of ISIS. I've heard that by some smart people.
We have thousands of bin Ladens somehow that we always have to hunt for in country forever and a day.
That's right. And then they build up the paramilitary force like the Patriot Act and the rest of it, and they flip it onto the gun owners and the veterans, which, again, we told folks they would do, and they've now done. Yes, that's the scenario. It's why they've given the Stinger missiles to al-Qaeda. It's why they've armed them and turned the Middle East over to ISIS, is so they can then launch attacks, which they'll be launching legitimately. I mean, they really hate us. They're a real terror group. But that attack will be used to take our freedoms. Absolutely.
And the troops that refuse to go along with it will be interned. The people who
they'll be called traitors who were fighting for ISIS. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be labeled conspirators or enemy combatants and taken away. At the same time, while they're searching all these homes, then they're going to be taking guns, and they're just going to be separating their wheat from the chaff.
Incredible point. In fact, we should take this 5 minutes, just this call, and make it its own special report, and then add the Boston bombing material, the other information. That's one real possible scenario, because we can show people the Army War College reports saying, in the future, we believe the Tea Party will link up with al-Qaeda. Everybody knows the Tea Party's one problem is it might be Islamophobic. I mean, it just goes too far in some cases with the jokes and, racial comments towards Arabs and stuff, in my view. To say that the Tea Party would work with radical Islamicists is just like saying Superman works for Lex Luthor. It is upside down. Or it's like saying Martin Luther King was a Ku Klux Klan Grand Dragon. It's just not true. But no, that's the narrative they're pushing, and what you're saying is one of the main scenarios, and I think you're really onto something. You can close out with any other points you'd like to make, Jay.
I typed up a paper on this. I wish you had a fax number that I could ship it to you.
Yeah, why don't you just email it to showtips@infowars.com? Or do you not use email?
I try not to. I had a very dark blue helicopter 2 days ago fly right at the back door of my house, about 70 yards.
Well, listen, brother, everybody thinks if they fight the tyranny that they're going to get spotlighted. The answer is be out in the open, and then people in the system will actually hear what you're saying and admire you. Most of them are compartmentalized and want to know what's going on. But, yeah, they have private, corporate, government, military flying around with ground-penetrating radar, scanners, looking through everybody's walls. They claim it's the war on drugs. It's really just preparing for warfare against the people. So if you got a paper you've written up on this, you should just email it to Infowars.com. If it's a good paper, we'll publish it. Showtips@Infowars.com. Thank you. Great points, Jay. Yeah, it's time to step up, folks, and step out and just be out in the open. I mean, we're already all on a list, folks. It's time to fight in the Infowar. Introducing Secret 12, the new Infowars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Now, InfowarsLife.com is excited to announce that we can bring you our most bioactive, powerful form of B12 that has been developed with our exclusive perfected process. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfowarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.